K Beauty Babes. So excited to have you here with us. We're going to go through some intros, how to access the office, how to get paid, announcing your business, social media do's and don'ts, and first goals to getting started. So, a little bit about myself. My name is Lisa Keeler. I have been with Riman with K Beauty Babes now for a little over 2 months. I have actually been in this industry for over 15 years. So I originally started in a very small town in central Illinois, a town of 1,000 people. And when I got started in my original business, I literally had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what this type of business entailed or the massive opportunity that came with it, the potential. So when I first started, I was literally a bankrupt single mom. I was working as a secretary in a corn refinery plant. And I thought if I just made $100 a month, somehow, some way that was going to change everything for my daughter, Tiara, and I. I was really just struggling to put food on the table. And it was like the power was off or the water was off. My car was repoed. My ex ended up filing for bankruptcy. I filed for bankruptcy. And I was just in a really rough spot. So I was really desperate. I was really hungry to change my life for myself and my daughter. And I think I set the bar really low at $100 because I was like, who's going to sign up with me? I have no idea what this business is. But what I found was I was plugging into something really amazing. I was doing something that I could be proud of. I was focusing on personal growth and personal development. And I was plugged into a group of people just like K Beauty Babes. So people that are motivated and go-getters and inspiring, and everyone's just trying to make a better lives for themselves and their family and make a difference in the lives of other people. So I was able to work part-time hours while I worked full-time to build a multiple six-figure income while I was working my full-time job. So I like to share that story because when I first started, I had no idea the potential of what this industry had to offer. So, fast forward 15 years, here I am with this amazing company that I'm so excited to be a part of. This is first mover opportunity. We've got the number one products in the world, if you ask me. We're not going to go into all about the company tonight because we have that in other videos and other information, but a little bit about my why now. So my why has changed quite a bit. You know, my daughter is now 27 and I have a grandson who just turned 9 months old. And so for me, my why now is about that little boy. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to get emotional. My why now is about that little boy. And I look at him and I want to be able to do all the fun things, like go buy him toys, like Cookie Monster, who sings, Who Stole the Cookie from the Cookie Jar? But I want to be able to just give him everything that I couldn't give my daughter when I was a young mom. When I had my daughter at 20 and we were living in public housing and we were on public aid, I wasn't able to do all of those cool things for her then. So now it's like I look at that little baby and I'm like, oh, this is my heart. This is my baby. Like, we're going to do so many cool things. And I just want to make sure he never has to want for anything, right? So for me, it's about creating a legacy for my family, for my daughter, for my grandson, and for the future, for like future family that I don't even know about, right? Like future needs, future goals, future dreams of other people that I don't even know about. They're not even existent yet. Well, 15 years ago, my grandson wasn't in the picture. Now here he is. Oh my goodness. So that's just a little bit about my why, and really to just take this team and take it to the top. I know so much more now than I did 15 years ago. And I'm just excited to be able to pour that information and knowledge and energy into you. So let's dig right into the meat and potatoes. So first, we're going to talk about accessing your office. Okay, so we're going to talk about onboarding links. We're going to talk about the business office, and we're going to talk about the drive. So you know what? What better way for me to just show you right here? So we're going to log into Riman.com. And we're going to click on the little person icon at the top. I actually have my information saved. I feel like this is one of the most confusing pieces for people in the very beginning is most people try to log in with their email address. It's your planner number, and for customers, it's their customer number. So I always recommend just creating a note in your phone with that information. And actually, I have a template that I like to keep as a note as well for new planners, so that you have all of your links in one place. Okay, so I clicked on the little person icon, I logged in, clicked on the person icon, and right here is where you're going to get your referral links. So let's just go ahead and cross this first link out. It's called your referral shopping link. We don't want to use that link because it's basically, if you give it to someone, it's like they're shopping as a guest on your website. So instead, we want them to use your referral enrollment link, and there they can join as a customer or they can join as a planner. So that way, anytime they order, they're going to log in with their customer number. You'll be able to, they'll get an email with that customer number, and you can also access it from your back office as well. But anytime they order going forward, you're going to get the future commissions off of that. So referral link is great, but we want to make sure everyone is getting those future commissions. So after that, if you scroll down, you'll see Riman Business Office. Click here to access, and it's going to prompt you to log in again. And I've already logged in. So this is basically your dashboard, okay? And it's not even been 2 full months since I've announced the business. And I'm pretty excited about having 36 planners on the team. So this is September 2nd, all right? So all of these numbers have reset to 0. I'll just put that up there up front. But this is where you're going to see all of your information. So if you go to my business, I'm not going to click on all of it because it does have people's personal information, but you'll see the genealogy, your team. One thing I like to click on that I click on regularly is rank advancement. That's something that I'm always looking at. And then also my customer list. So you can also look at your commission eligibility and commission history there as well. So this is where we're at right now. You can see for myself, I am like not quite halfway as far as bonus points goes to team leader, but that is where my eye is at the moment. I'm pushing hard to get to team leader. Okay, so let me just X out of that. Oh, the other thing is the drive. I did want to show you that as well. So we have a ton of marketing information. This is where all of the corporate details are as well. So if you just go to Riman.com and you scroll all the way to the bottom under business, this is probably where you're going to spend a lot of your time. You're going to click on the drive. And the password for this is 1234. Pretty simple, right? And this is where you're going to see all of the marketing materials. So let's just look at Insol Derm, for example. One thing that I like to have saved to my phone, you're going to want to create an album on your phone and save pictures, graphics, all of that good stuff for easy access. So this is something that customers are going to want to see. I like to send it to my customers when they first order one of the ritual kits because it's the steps, right? So that's just an example of what all is under here. If you click on promotions, you'll see monthly specials. Let's just see what's here under monthly specials right now. Okay, I don't think it's updated yet because the call tomorrow is going to talk about September. There might be some new stuff under here. What is this swag? Let's just look at this. Um, okay, available August 20th. We've got some new swag available here. So I would recommend looking at this maybe like at least once a week, if not more often, because as you can see, there's a lot of stuff here. Let's see if the September starter kits are available yet. Oh, ha, 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 ha. And they are. So the September starter kits are live. Here's what we have. I love that they started putting the collagen shots in there and also the gut health, because I think those are super important for us to use to be able to talk about. Those are our consumable products. So I have the gut health stuff on auto ship. So I'm not going to go through all of that, but just so you guys know, that's there. That's where you can find it. And then let's talk about how to get paid. So the company gets paid, we get paid once a month. So we get paid on the 15th of the month. So that's why when it's like the last week of the month, I'm sending out messages like, okay, guys, it's the last week. Let's make sure that that check we get on the 15th is the best we can get, right? We're pushing hard. We're pushing hard all month, but especially that last week, let's close people. Let's help people get set up. Let's help people get started so that when the payout comes out on the 15th, you know you did all you could do to get that check. So you're going to get an email with a link to set up your e-wallet for the first paycheck. After that, your e-wallet is set up. You'll get a notification that you have money, and then you can just direct deposit it into your account. It's kind of like a Venmo or a PayPal or something like that, but it's called an e-wallet. Shipping guidelines, I just like to include this here just because, it is a new company. We've got things are really still in the beginning phases of a lot of this. So just to let you know, the shipment timeframe guidelines, especially if you have customers ordering, there's actually two different warehouses. There's one in California and there's one in New York. So if someone orders Monday or Tuesday, it's going to, okay, hold on. Orders placed between Thursday and Monday will ship on Monday, Tuesday. So you guys can see this here as well. And these graphics are actually available on the K Beauty Babes Google Drive folder as well under information to send customers. So if you have someone that, they're like, well, when am I going to get my products? How soon do they come? You can pull up this guideline and share with them. If you need it by a certain date, make sure you order it by this day of the week. All right, so creating and maintaining your list. To me, this is one of the very first things that we need to do as a new planner, is to create your list of names, but also maintain your list of names. So you're going to keep constantly adding to your list, and eventually you're going to get to the point where you forgot who you've even spoken to. So, or it's at the end of the month and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to follow up with some people. Let me go back to my list and see who's expressed interest. Who have I invited? Who do I need to follow up with? But first things first, let's talk about creating and maintaining your list, which, by the way, this is in your new planner manual as well. So if you haven't had a chance to download that, you definitely want to download that as well. So really just carving out some time and sitting down and doing a brain dump of everybody you can think of. And don't judge who you think is going to be interested and who isn't, because a lot of the times you don't know. You don't know who's going to be interested. The person that you think is going to be interested might be like, I have no interest in this. And the person that you is not even on your list could be the first person to say, hey, I want more information. So sit down, make a list of names. There's three ways people can join you and support you. So they can join as a customer and join the Young Pool program. They're going to get five up to 10% rewards. I'm sorry, 5% rewards and up to 10% discount as a customer. They can join as a planner and get 10 to 45% commission, plus a whole bunch of other opportunities to earn. And they could just be a connector. So who do they know? Who can they connect you to that would be interested in this business? So as you're doing this memory jogger, thinking about your warm market first, like who do you think that would be interested in being a customer? Who do you think would be interested in being a planner? And who do you know that has a lot of connections that might know someone that would be interested? So we're not going to go through this memory jogger today, but take a snapshot, screenshot, whatever you need to do. Again, it is in the new planner manual as well. So that is available for you to print out or download to your computer. But I do have this quote on there because without your list, your business is dead. I know that sounds a little harsh, but when you're sitting down at your computer and you're like, okay, I need to reach out to someone, if you don't have your list, you don't really know who to reach out to, right? So let's talk about announcing your business. So there's a few different ways that we want to announce our businesses. Number one, social media, you're going to reach the masses, right? So that's your public news feed and that's on stories. Maybe it's a reel, maybe it's going live, a one-on-one, phone call, over coffee, text message, email, pop-up party, and that could be in person or virtual. We're going to talk about these in a little bit more detail in the next few slides. But basically, this is lather, rinse, repeat. You are doing the same thing over and over and over. So it's not like you're going to post it once on social media and be done. It's not like you're going to meet one person and be done. You're not just going to have one pop-up party and be done. It is lather, rinse, repeat. You're duplicating and repurposing your content. So, talking about social media and again, announcing your business, you are more than welcome to see my pin post on my Facebook page. It's also on my Instagram as well. Feel free to copy and paste and make it your own. I have a lot of just kind of like bullet points, highlights about the products, about the company. So, in the very beginning, of course, you're going to want to use your personal story. If you have a testimonial already, you definitely want to use that. And I want to really encourage you to use a photo of you. If you look through my social media, you will see I've very rarely included photos of the actual products. Why? For a couple of reasons. I don't want people to Google the products and then go order it. And you know what's really funny is I already had a couple of people try to Google the company Glow because I'm always saying Glow. So I had someone message me and she was like, is the name of the company Glow? And I was like, no. So it just goes to show that people are trying to do their own research, which is totally fine, but you want to get the message into the DM so you know who's interested versus them Googling it and going to order. So again, social media, we're talking about your public news feed and we're talking about your stories. So make it personal. Why did you join? And these are just some examples. Maybe you never had a skincare ritual. Maybe you have a graveyard of beauty products underneath your bathroom sink or in your bathroom closet. Maybe you've struggled with fine lines, dry skin, acne, sunspots, etc. You're looking to offset your income, add specifics. Do you have do you have like something that you like to travel? Do you travel often? Do your kids have extracurricular activities that you have to pay for? Are you looking to offset your car payment? Or we're just like, okay, depending on when you're watching this training, we're a few months away from Christmas. Okay. Are you looking to save up money so that when Christmas rolls around, you don't have to put it on your credit card? Start talking about these things in your posts, in your stories. Maybe you joined because of the awesome team and community, something exciting to be a part of. And it can be a combination of all of these things. I mean, the products are incredible. They're clean, they're vegan, they're sustainably made, all of that good stuff. First mover opportunity. Maybe you joined this business because it's a first mover opportunity. And again, it can be a combination of all of these things because I think for the majority of us, it is. So announcing your business one-on-one. So I'm just going to give you an example. This is actually how The very first person to join me was Dina Blair, and we met for lunch. It wasn't to even talk about the business, but I set up a one-on-one lunch with her. We were always just, we're always trying to get together for lunch. And typically it's like, oh yeah, 2 weeks, next month, okay, next year. We just happened to be available at like right then. And so we got together, and you know what? It just naturally came up. Why? Because I was so excited about it. We hadn't seen each other for a while, so we were just catching up. So, whether it's a phone call, you're meeting over lunch, coffee, dinner, whatever, a text message, or an email. So, I will suggest if you're meeting in person, have samples in your bag. You can have brochures ordered off of Riman.com. They're actually very nice quality brochures. I think they're like $15 for 50. So it's a steal. It's a steal. So be prepared. Especially when I was first starting out in my business, I would go to lunch with people. I would invite people to meet with me with zero expectation other than to just go and be a friend. And if the conversation came up, it came up. And I always had the goodies in my bag just in case it did. Again, create an album on your phone with photos because people want to see. They want to see those side by side photos. They want to see how are the products working? Are they making a difference? So create an album on your phone that has the products or the side by side photos of people's progress on your cell phone in an album for easy access, because that way people can just swipe. They can just swipe. And again, text message, email. This is a relationship business. So people are going to join because of you. So this is just a really simple example of how you can share this with someone. So one thing to remember is something called form. It's family, occupation, recreation, and message. So insert something personal that has to do with that, right? Their family, occupation, recreation. Oh my goodness. Did you guys have a great Labor Day weekend? Did you do anything fun and exciting? I'm so excited. I recently partnered with the #1 Korean beauty brand. The products are amazing. Look at these photos. Okay. You're going to attach some side by side photos. The company just launched here less than a year ago. I thought of you because you love beauty, you love self-care, you're super business savvy, etc., etc. But insert something personal. If I sent you a short video, would you be willing to check it out? And then when they respond, you're going to send them either the videos, the Riman opportunity videos, or right here is where you can add them in to our Get Your Glow On group. And then that's what we call our ATM group. Okay. So you're going to send people into that group and you're going to tag them in the video that you want them to watch. You're going to come back and message them and say, hey, I just tagged you in the video. I can't wait to hear what you liked best. All right. So let's talk about pop-up parties. All right. I was in California with Riman on, flew in on a Wednesday. Came home Thursday night. That Thursday, I decided to host my first pop-up party that following week. So I signed up. I hadn't even signed up yet. I hadn't even signed up as a planner. I was already planning my pop-up party. So the day I signed up, I actually hosted a pop-up party at my house. And I will say, if you do it in person, that is preferable. You're going to connect and reach people on a different level than doing a Zoom. We're going to do both, but if you have two people come to your house, okay? If you have 8 people, however many people you come to your house, that is a bad event today is better than a good event tomorrow, right? So if you have people at your house for a pop-up party, they get to try the products on their hand or on their face. They get to see you face to face. You can show them the video on your TV or wherever you decide to host your party. But we have a complete party guide and checklist that's available on the Google Drive. So just know that that's there. If you want to host a pop-up party, it's not like we're throwing you out to the wolves and say, invite people over and do this. We're here to help you every step of the way. So let myself or your planner know. Look over this launch party guide so that you can be ready and set yourself up for success. And of course, you can host a virtual pop-up party. This month, for the month of September, we're actually hosting one on the 10th and we're hosting one on the 24th. So we will have those virtual parties for you to invite to as well. So why host a party? It's an opportunity to get products on new planners, family, friends, coworkers, etc. It's an opportunity for you to share your story and why you decided to join the company. It is the fastest way to launch is face-to-face with your warm market. People want to try the products first before buying and also to create social proof. So if you're in a location where you can have other people come, that's going to create your social proof. If you have other people on the team that's local, invite them so we can all come and support you. And if it's virtual, you're going to get the social proof that way. And if you are like in California or you're in Missouri or you're in Illinois, wherever you're at, and you're like, I don't have anybody here to support me, you can Zoom me into the party and I can help you. But you'll hear this over and over and over. Use, talk, demo. Use the products, talk about it face to face or on social, and demo how you're using it. Gloria just did a great live video today where she was demoing how to use the products. So use, talk, demo, use, talk, demo, use, talk, demo. That's all you got to do right there. Social media basics. Again, use, talk, demo. You're going to see it over and over and over. So these are my top tips for you for social media basics. Number one, be yourself. People relate to real people. And again, they're going to join the business because of you. So make sure that you're showing your face. Let people see you on the camera, whether it's a photo or a video. If you're super brave, go live. You're bringing people on the journey with you, right? So you want to really talk about your experience. One of the things for me when I first signed up, I had a couple of friends say, "Oh, you've always had great skin." Have I? Have I always had great skin? Because I really haven't. I used to have acne. I've had acne pretty much all of my life. I had cystic acne when I was in my late 20s, early 30s. I had to take Accutane. I have sun damage. So you're bringing people on the journey, whatever your experience is, right? So I'm talking about those things and I'm talking about how the products are changing my skin. Avoid tagging Riman or Inselderm. Again, why? Because you don't want people to go directly to Riman.com and order. You want to build your business. You want people to order from your website. The call to action at the bottom. You want to take the message. You want to take that person into the DM because that's where the magic happens, where you can ask them questions. Tell me about your skin. What's your skincare routine? And just ask them questions that way. And then you can add them to your list and you know to follow up. Again, you want to show your face more than the actual products because you're the brand. You are the face. You're a walking billboard for your business. It's not only is it okay to repurpose your content, it is smart to repurpose your content. I have a few stories I share over and over and over and over again. Why? Because not everybody's on social media every single day. They may not have even seen that post, or maybe they just needed to see it again in my stories. I'm repurposing that content a lot in my stories. Now on my Facebook page, I might be using some of the same photos, but I'm just switching it up a little bit. Tag the team to create social proof. So it is important that we're all friends and that we're all connected because the more we interact and engage with each other, the more someone else's friend is like, oh, hey, wow, people are really interested in this. It's FOMO, it's creating FOMO. The other thing about social media, specifically Facebook, is the algorithm likes to put you in front of people that you're having conversations with because Facebook determines who's friends and who isn't. So a great way to boost yourself into someone else's algorithm and also to build relationships is to send out birthday wishes. One suggestion is to look at the birthdays that are in the next coming days. Why? Because we all know on your birthday, your inbox is flooded with messages. So if you start to send someone a birthday couple days before their birthday, hey, I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I know that, you're going to be super busy. I was just wondering, are you doing anything fun to celebrate? You're starting a conversation. You're also letting them know you're thinking of them. And then Facebook's like, oh, they're friends. I'm going to push her into her algorithm. Use transformation photos as much as possible. For carousels, you want to use, or sorry, for Instagram, you want to use the carousels. So if you go to my Instagram and you look at my pinned photo, you'll see that I have a carousel set up. So it's again, people like to swipe. They like to swipe, they like to look at photos. Instagram is a fan of carousels. So again, it's going to boost it into the algorithm. People love transformation photos. So just make sure you're using them as much as possible wherever you can. Sharing behind the scenes. So, again, this is your stories, and this is actually something else that you can repurpose for a reel. If you're doing a behind the scenes and you're applying your sunscreen or your skincare ritual, whatever you're doing, that's behind the scenes, right? So maybe you download that video and then you put it into a reel, you put text over it and music over it. So now you've gotten a video that now you've turned into a reel. I know that's a whole other that's not really basic. We'll just leave that there. I've planted that seed. Success leaves clues. So if you go into the team 1% team page, or if you go to my Instagram or my Facebook, Success Leaves Clues, look and see who's earning that $5,000 bonus, who's always at the top of the leaderboard. Go look at their social media. What are they saying? What are they posting? What are they doing? And I'm not saying copying it word for word, but it's going to give you some ideas. Go live. I know Gloria went live today. I was so proud of her. I've been trying to go live a little bit more as well. And you know what? It is uncomfortable. Get uncomfortable until it becomes comfortable. If you're going to go live, this is my biggest suggestion. Get a piece of paper, note card, whatever you need to do. Write down 4 bullet points. What are the 4 or 5 things that you want to talk about on that live video so that you don't, if you get derailed, if it's like squirrel, you've got that note, you can come back to it, and you also know what message do you want to get across in your live video. And again, call to action. So when you are making a post, what do you want them to do? Do you want them to drop the word glow? Do you want them to join our Get Your Glow On group? What do you want them to do? Remember, your call to action goes at the end. So I know this slide is a lot about just talking about Riman, but pick your 4. What are the 4 things you want to talk about on your social media? So you may love working out. You might love cooking. You might love crocheting. You might love singing. You love skincare. So that's one of them, right? Skincare and beauty. That's one of them. But what are the other 3 topics that you like to talk about? So for me, it's beauty, fashion. I like to talk about inspiration and motivation. And I don't know what my 4th thing is. Maybe my dogs. I don't know. I love luxury cars. So pick your four. What are the four things that you want to talk about? And I guess my point with that is you don't want your newsfeed to become white noise. You want to be talking about other things. One thing I didn't put on here is to be interested versus interesting. So being interested in what do the other people have going on, right? What are other people posting about? And that's important when you go back to your list. You can go look at people's social media and be interested in them. What are they posting about? What are they talking about? Comment, engage, show love on their posts. So let's talk about the Get Your Glow On Facebook group. So this is what we call an ATM group, add tag message. So you've got your direct message going on, right? You've got your DM. You're going to invite people into the group. And in that DM, you've probably already sent them maybe like some transformation photos, right? You're going to invite them into the Get Your Glow On group and you're going to tag them in the appropriate post. Is it the Riman opportunity video? Are they interested in the skincare? What are they interested in? Tag them. And then you're going to go back and message them and say, hey, I just tagged you in the post. I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear what you like best. So the magic happens in the follow up in the DM. So you're going to want to continue to follow up with them in the DM. But the reason why we want them into the ATM group is because when there's a huge sale or a huge promotion, or we have a virtual pop up, guess what? They're now going to be exposed to that inside the group. So maybe you've forgotten to follow up with them or, whatever. Maybe they just need another exposure. They're inside that group and now they're going to be getting multiple exposures. So one thing that I don't have, I didn't put in the slides. I should have put it in there was, let me see what's on the next page. Okay, it's not on there. So one thing that I didn't put on here is when you're having that direct message with people, people have to see it presented 3 to 5 times before they make a decision. So we call it a stacked exposure. So a stacked exposure could be inviting them to your pop-up party. It can be inviting them into the ATM group. It can be inviting them to the next virtual party. It can be inviting them to try the next whatever else comes out. An easy way to follow up with someone was like, hey, I don't know if you're interested, but I can send you my website. If you want to create a free account, you can take a free skin quiz. I like to do that because it's an easy way to get people to your website, get them to create a free customer account, and now they're linked to you. They're going to take the skin quiz and now they're going to be in the system so that they are going to get some information, I believe, from the company. But if nothing else, when you go into your back office, you're going to see your customers, whether they ordered or not. So when it's like the last of the month, you're like, okay, how can I service my existing customers? Who do I need to follow up with? You can pull that list and you can see all of your customers, whether they ordered or not. Doesn't matter. Get them into your system so that they're linked to you and then you have them on your list. So what are your first 30-day goals? Number one, you want to beat your box. So what do I mean by that? You want to start talking to people before your inventory ever comes in, before your products ever come in. You want to be so excited about this that you're not waiting. You're already working on that list of names and you're reaching out, letting them know how excited you are that you just partnered with the #1 Korean beauty brand. You want to invite to the webinar and host a pop-up party. And we're going to help you with that. I will help you with that. Whoever your planner is, we'll work together. We'll all help you with that so that it's successful. Again, I've got the dates for the next webinars on the next slide. You want to earn back your initial investment. Sounds good, right? You want to get that money back as soon as possible. So that means you've got to start talking to people. Do not wait. The more you talk to people, the sooner you talk to people, the faster you're going to start to earn back your initial investment. You want to lock in that 25% lifetime commission as a manager ASAP. And now I'm actually questioning, is it 25 or is it 20%? Could be 20%. It's 25%. I know Gloria's on here. She will know. You want to lock in that manager commission ASAP. It's a lifetime commission, so you never go back. You never fall out of rank. So to get to that, you need to get 3,000 bonus points. So the way bonus points are calculated is it's 90% to the dollar. So if someone buys $100 in products, you're going to get 90 bonus points. Your orders count, your personal orders count, your customers' orders count, and your first line of people that you bring on, theirs count as well. You want to personally create your own 7-day, 14-day, 30-day transformation. We know that you're going to start to see results from this as quickly as 3 to 4 days. The more you use it consistently, the more your skin is going to transform. And then people are going to start asking you, oh my gosh, why does your skin look like that? Your skin looks amazing. What are you doing? So you want to really focus on creating that transformation. Stay consistent with the products, use them morning and night, treat it like your job because this is now your business. I am so excited for you guys. Welcome to the team. You are in for the ride of your life. If you show up for yourself, if you show up and stay consistent, consistency truly is the secret sauce to this business. Use your products, talk about it, demo